On January 4th, 2020, I created my most recent original characters. They don't have any names. It's been half a decade since then, and I feel like with knowledge and experience on my side, I could do better than that. Currently, I'm aiming to make a career out of drawing cute characters. So why am I suddenly trying to make OCs again? Art Fight! Art Fight is in less than a month. I can't think of that much new character lore that fast. What am I gonna do? Over the past couple of months, I've been getting more active on Pinterest, partially to get artistic inspiration. In this video, I'm taking my favorite images I find on my Pinterest feed and turn them into OCs so other people can draw in July during Art Fight. My original intro was gonna be, my day be so fine. Then boom. Art Fight in 2 months. Couple of disclaimers. Anatomy was the least of my concerns. I've gotten better since middle school. That's where I was in 2020, right? And just know I'm better than this. I don't know if I'm gonna reveal the names in this video, but I will let you know. I literally just looked up girl names and took some of the top results. I think if I make more OCs in the future, I will put more thought into everything about them, you know. The first OCs of the video is a 2-for-1 deal. The image that inspired this video was a blue cream soda with a bear-shaped ice cream scoop, and later I found a similar image of a melon cream soda with a bird scoop. They were too cute not to do anything with. Okay, so for these, I don't have a ton of talking points, and I'm just gonna hope that I can get through the video with them. I'm not really sure what I was doing with the fashion choices. You could tell I was mainly going off of vibes. I knew I wanted to give the bear girl the open hoodie, but the bird was a total shot in the dark. Do they match thematically? Not at all, but at least the colors tie together in some way. Also concept, because they're like very similar drinks. I wanted them to have matching colors, but that's the only thing going for them. At some point, I was asked if they were siblings. At first, I was like, no, not really. But with the increasing similarities in appearance, they really look like they could be. It's not a far stretch, considering the images they're based on are almost the same thing. I'll have to think about it, but I'm not sure if it's too important to specify. I imagine the bear girl to be in her late teens and the bird boy to be in early teens, maybe even younger. Yeah, that's a sibling age gap if I've ever seen one. You might be right. Not for certain though. I don't know. Maybe, probably, who knows? Not me. The second image is of these cupcakes, and I'm not sure if they're real. Either way, I love the color palette. The rapper immediately gave me a skirt idea, so I knew I had to run with it. Everything else translated nicely into hair and accessories. You're probably gonna notice that for the majority of the speed paint, the skin tone didn't look quite right. I thought about changing it, but for some reason, I just left it like that because I thought it would be fine. One morning, I changed it to a similar, but still more saturated skin tone, and it looked way better. Here I said, again, I'm not sure how I feel about the pose, but it's better than the first two. At least it's somewhat realistic. First of all, I forgot to mention poses in the first one. Second of all, like I said in the in the beginning, I did not care about anatomy and poses. I'm probably gonna need a disclaimer on my Art Fight page saying my attacks will be better than my 2025 references. I gave this one makeup. I almost said it was for no reason again, but I'm pretty sure I wanted to try the glittery eyeshadow to mirror the accessories. Never mind, I did the lipstick first. There's no rhyme or reason to it, but I think it enhances this design. Trying different things with beauty products on designs have been really fun for me so far. That's something I wanted to experiment with in the future. For reference, if you haven't seen it, the other design I'm talking about is from the color palette video, the recent one. What do you mean recent one? I didn't post another one. It's fine. I do not have a lot here. If I have to do the thing where I turn up the music for a time without me speaking, so be it, I think. I'm excited for Art Fight. It gives me an opportunity to do more art. It's like portfolio building, gives me an excuse to look at other people's OCs. It gives me an excuse to draw more polished than I would. I'm saying this like I've done it before. I haven't. I've just really wanted to, and it's finally happening. Woohoo. Next image, it's another drink. I just realized there's only 3 drink images from the 6 I made designs for. It's fine, that's more than half. I don't need to change the thumbnail. Anyway, I immediately got summer vibes and I knew I had to use that little ruffle on a dress. Even though I, unfortunately, at least when script writing, do not have a lot to say, this is one of the designs I am most proud of. I was able to use everything in this image as some kind of motif, plus some of my own ideas. That's it. Guys, I think if I have any extra sentences, I will put it in here. I think this is when I started to experiment with eye shapes. Yeah, because like this scrapped one, rest in peace to all the scrap designs, because there were a few of them that I wanted to make. There were some images I was excited for. I did not know what I could do there. Like there was like an image with like some kind of IRL craft, and it was like, it looks like water, but it's not really water. There were like seashells and sea stars, and it like came out of a paint tube, and it looked really cool. I wanted to turn that into an OC, but my first roadblock that eventually stopped me from doing anything was, what does a painter's outfit look like? I even looked it up, but like it looked kind of goofy, it looked kind of French, so I'm like, But I do remember watching like a short where like this artist I follow said like artists like when making art wear casual clothes, they want to be comfortable. Could I have done that? Yeah, but like I don't know, I didn't know what to do. It's sad because I wanted to do it. Just going over the other drawings, I didn't. That's right, I based an entire OC off the concept of ice cream pigtails. Obviously, there wasn't too much to base the design off of, but I think I did as much as I could. In an early sketch, I gave her round eyes, but in the final drawing, they're smaller and kind of downturned. I did this spur of the moment, and it partially has to do with the lack of variety in eye shapes. Because I did this, it looks like she has a completely different personality, which I'm actually really grateful for. I feel like I was gonna say more, but I don't know. Even though the original color of the ice cream is pink and white, I opted for this more purple color. I was aiming for the pink color without color picking, but I wasn't exactly sure how to make it, so that's how I ended up with the purple. When I came back around to the drawing and got closer to the original color, it just did not hit the same. I don't have it on hand because I deleted it, but the contrast is worse. I didn't have any plans to put the brown of the cone anywhere in the design, but I think it balances everything out nicely. The cone shapes, I think they're cone shapes, on the head were, again, spur of the moment, and it just so happened that I could put that color on the places I did. My only concern is that the stripe pattern is repeating too much, but at the same time, it's just the hair and the dress. Oh god, I have nothing for the last one. I have to improv the last one. Okay, funky little creature. Put it on the head. Rest of the thing, I'd say loosely inspired. Could I have done more? Yes. But what I was thinking, I got what I was mainly thinking across. I got very comfy, cozy vibes from the color palette, so I transferred it into the character. I think the guy is silly. She's also silly. Let's just say that. I was gonna say less silly, but like, why not, you know? After all those speed paints, we're done with the video. I can't say these are I was gonna like rag on these for being kind of simple, but I do like them. I do like them, even if they are not the most complicated. I still think they're good looking at the least. I still think they're well designed, I think so. I mean, all of them contain elements of the original image, so I didn't fail. It feels like in every video I say, how do I end the video? When I guess I'm just bad with transition. Oh, see you during art fight. This will be my last, this isn't gonna be my last video before art fight, because later something exciting's happening and it might have something to do with me. Will I put a sneak peek teaser on my art fight? Maybe. Oh no, now I actually have to set up this stuff on my art fight.